E salve, salve galera do meu canal! Aqui quem fala é o Rock Gamer. No vídeo de hoje trazer aqui a gameplay de lançamento aqui de Alan Wake 2. A galera já sabe como é o ritual novo aqui agora para game de survival horror. Fazer o que? Colocar um fonezinho de ouvido, desligar as luzes e entrar na imersão aqui. E aproveitar, velho, quem não é inscrito, se inscreve no canal. Aproveita também, deixa o like. Quem quiser ser membro, se inscreve na aba de membros aí. E também, galera, ativa o sininho e deixa um comentário. Ritualzinho básico. Então bora ver aqui, ó. O game tá com textos em português, mas os diálogos estão em inglês, que nem o Alan Wake 1. Eu trouxe até um aquecimento aí da parte 2, né? Tem tanto a parte início como a parte 2 do Alan Wake 1 remasterizado, né? Aí ativei aqui as legendas e botei no modo desempenho. Então bora. Bora continuar aqui o game.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
E começou. Olha o gráfico, velho. Tá lindo demais, bicho. Bora continuar com esse cara aqui no elo. Espero que o YouTube não bloqueie a monetização do vídeo, né, velho? Tá bem survival, né? Bem horror, né? O povo diz que é bem escuro, né? Bora continuar aqui pra ver o que vai dar, né, velho? Uma floresta bem dark, velho. Tá, porra. Carai. Agora ele tem pra correr. É carreira feia do cara. Tu é doido. Eita caralho. Tu é doido. Rapaz, tá assustador, velho. Você vai pra onde aqui? Eita porra. Ixi. E agora, velho? Tá porra, tiraram, filho? Onde é que a gente vai, velho? Ah, um acampamento aqui. Eita, carai. Já foi. Caralho, velho, o jogo tá pesado, mano. Putz, grilo, bicho. Pesadão, pesadão, velho. Início tenso, papai.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Convite. Capítulo 1, provavelmente, né? Return 1. Aí, objetivo 2. Vá à cena do crime, ache os policiais. Galera, esse game aqui vai estar com 2 protagonistas, né? Como foi sempre falado desde sua primeira trailer,
I should take a look at that map.
que é Saga Anderson e Alan Waker. Bora olhar aqui o mapa. Já pegamos o mapinha aqui no controle. Tá aqui o mapinha de Cauldron Lakers. A gente tá aqui. Tem um chalé de aluguel, estacionamento, mercado.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
E esse game tem muito diálogo também, velho. Então a gente vai ter que ir jogando e segurando um pouquinho a fala, né, velho?
I need to go
Não é
back.
por aqui não, daí.
Got a case to solve.
Vai dar uma corridinha. O gráfico tá bonito, velho. Não vou mentir. Tá top. Tá no modo desempenho aqui, né? Mas eu acho que provavelmente vai ter que sair mais algum patch aí pra dar algumas correções aí, porque algumas legendas não estavam em sincronia.
Hey, over
E o
here.
gráfico não tá polido direitinho ainda não.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Resumo cairia bem. Eu vou botar aqui testemunho do crime.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Beleza.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Esse cara é todo bestalhado. Pedi um resumo pra ele aqui.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Resumo da porra. Bora. Bora, Saga Anderson.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Aqui, ó, quadro de casos. Então vai usar o touch, né? Tanto um lado pro mapa, outro lado pro quadro de casos.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Caralho, aí tá top.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders.
Pronto. Aí tem...
Worth taking another look.
Deixa eu falar, Lindinha. Aí, ó. O quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance na investigação. Pronto, dá pra movimentar, né? Dá pra dar o zoom. Beleza. E dá pra sair. Ó, que legal. Beleza. Aqui o mapa. É tipo um escritóriozinho, né? Que legal, velho. Então bora lá pro... continuar o game.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Aí vocês estão vindo aí, né? As visitas na parte mental lá não pausa o jogo não, velho.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Bora continuar aqui,
Hey,
né?
Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mirror Peak. Pera aí. Aqui, ó. A prodigiosa montanha ao longe é justamente o Mirror Peak, ícone de símbolo da cidade de Cauldron Lake. Cauldron Lake. Legal, é bonito. Aí lembrando que futuramente vai ter mais 2 expansões aí, né, velho? Não tô recordando agora o nome das expansões, mas quem pegou a versão Deluxe
Not a bad
futuramente
place
vai
to get
ter.
murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Então bora atrás desse malucão aí, viu?
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Velho, de fato esse game aqui é nova geração, velho. Acho que é um dos games até o momento que tem um gráfico mais bonito, velho. Que eu já joguei, né?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Vai ter que investigar alguma coisa aqui, será?
Step 1. Examine the
Vai
corpse.
examinar o cadáver.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Aí você desbloqueou sua primeira imagem principal. Você pode colocá-la no quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Então vai lá no quadro de casos. Pronto, aqui é a cena do crime, né? Beleza. Posso botar onde? Qualquer lugar? Não, pô. Deixa eu dar uma afastada aqui. Vou botar bem aqui, ó. Será que dá pra colocar aqui?
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Aí, ó. A inclusão da imagem principal no quadro de casos dá início a uma nova linha de investigação. Cena de crime em Cauldron Lake. Assassinato em Cauldron Lake. O outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque perto de Braggs Falls. Rich's Falls, né? Momento perfeito. Preciso ver se tem ligação com os assassinatos que estavam aqui para investigar. Beleza. Vai gerar uma nova pergunta. Tá ok. Bora ver os objetivos. Investigue a cena do crime. Tá ok. Agora você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casos ou sair. Eu quero ver isso aqui. Aí, ó. Vai ter mais 3 opções aqui de possíveis. Aí condiz com os assassinatos anteriores. Então vai ter mais 3 imagens pra gente ver, né? Bora investigar aqui agora. Tem aqui o coração, né?
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
E essa abertura aqui.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Pronto, bora no quadro de novo. Beleza. É possível colocar a pista recém-descoberta na pergunta aberta. Aí, ó. Isso condiz com assassinatos anteriores. Aí, o primeiro foi o traumatismo do tórax, depois correr de carga usados para prender a vítima, né? O hematoma indica que a vítima estava viva ao ser contida, condiz com outros casos também. E coração achado perto do corpo da vítima. Sim, isso aqui não pode, né?
Think.
Deixa eu ver. Só se for aqui, ó. Não. Aí, ó.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
As pistas solucionaram a pergunta aberta e desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você avança na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas, atualizando seus objetivos. Então temos o quê? Temos a vítima e temos assassinos. Você pode pressionar o triângulo para objetivos atualizados. Descubra mais sobre a vítima e mais sobre o assassino. Você agora pode explorar livremente o quadro. Beleza.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Deixa eu falar com o policial aqui.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Nightingale. É possível descobrir pistas a falar com pessoas e examinar seu entorno. Então... Beleza, bora ver aqui. A gente tem mais algumas coisinhas aqui. Beleza, já falei. Estamos aqui, ó. Lá. Ele tá aqui, ó. Ninguém teve notícia desse cara por 13 anos. Por que aparecer agora onde ele estava?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Tem essa imagem aqui de mancha grande de sangue na mesa. Agora a gente pode botar.
Yes.
Fizeram mesmo uma bagunça por aqui. Foi empolgação ou só trabalho porco mesmo? Beleza.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Aqui mais uma pista.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Ó, tem dedução aqui agora. Vários conjuntos de pegadas.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Mais de um agressor presente. Cena bagunçada, crime passional ou premeditado. Ó, tem mais um ali. Tu não faz nada, né? Você conhecia a vítima?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Beleza. O que aconteceu após ele ser demitido? Então ele está desaparecido desde 2010. Deixa eu ver aqui primeiro.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Ah, lembrando, galera, que esse jogo passa exatamente os 13 anos após o Alan Wake 1, velho. O incrível que eles estão fazendo é esse, tentando juntar, né, velho? Bora ver essa cena aqui, ó. Pega esse tripé, eu acho.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Tem um cooler aqui.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Bora aqui no lugar mental. Beleza, a gente tem aqui Casey, né? Nath meio surtou, o FBI demitiu.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
A identidade da vítima é Robert Nightingale, ex-agente da FBI, saúde mental questionável no momento do desaparecimento. Aí tem aqui premeditado ou espontâneo. Aí a gente tem duas. E o tripé.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Top. A vítima veio de onde?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Bora pegar aqui o perfil. Você pode usar o perfil dentro do lugar mental de Saga para entrar na cabeça de suspeitos e vítimas. Aí Nightingale. Pessoa desaparecida ou ritual. Homicídio ritual. Bora ver isso aqui.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Homicídio ritual.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Ó, barril. Bora ver aqui o quadro. Nightingale veio do Cauldron Lake.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Bora lá no lago, né, velho? Acho que vai ter que olhar a margem aqui. Aí tem um menuzinho aqui, ó. Nem tinha visto. As balinhas, pá. Isso aqui é o quê? Eu vou botar aqui. Aí, tem que investigar a cena, a margem do lago. Bora lá.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty.
Aí tem um negócio aqui, ó.
What was this guy doing?
Ratos.
Tracks.
É rato?
Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no
Só
sense.
isso? Ah, tem isso aqui também, ó.
No trees got.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Bora aqui pro lugar mental, né? Aí tem a página, né, do livro.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Que barril, velho. Ó, o manuscrito, né? Ela leu na estante, praticamente. A gente tem aqui pegada sujo debaixo da... Surgindo debaixo da pedra. A trilha esfriou.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Aí, muitos mistérios não tem sentido. Fazendo as perguntas erradas. Bora ver aqui, ó. Mais alguma coisa por aqui. Vou botar aqui, ó. Aí tem mais coisas acontecendo aqui do que estou enxergando, né? Preciso examinar direito esse corpo na cidade. E temos essas palavras aqui. Peraí.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Aí, descobrindo tudo o que preciso por aqui. Bora pra cidade.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Então bora correr, filho.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it.
You made it back. Good.
I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Pronto, vamos levar o corpo de volta à cidade.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Também dei.
Thanks.
Então bora levar o carro de volta a Brick Falls.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Então bora aqui pro atalho, né? Bora correr que é longe.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Isso aqui é o quê, velho? Não dá pra entrar não. Mas tem um negócio aqui, ó.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Olha, estamos juntos nessa figura heróica. Tem um dia heróico. Aí você pode usar fragmentos de manuscritos para aprimorar armas no lugar mental. As pistolas. Várias vezes, mais balas ou outro tiro na cabeça. Segura o botão de atirar para ativar o modo de disparo automático. Isso aumenta consideravelmente a cadência de tiro. Aumenta mais balas, né? Aumenta em 50% do tamanho do carregador e outro tiro na cabeça. Acerta 2 tiros consecutivos na cabeça para tornar o inimigo por mais tempo. A gente pode fazer nada, só tem 2. Então bora lá pro objetivo.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Sim, meu irmão. É pra que lado? É de cá ou de cá? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo acessar o mapa aqui. Eu acho que é pra cá, ó. Acho que é pra esquerda aqui, ó. Ah, ele já foi lá, o baitolinho.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Então bora pra Brick Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Nós em Brick Falls.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Briga de Falls, Washington. Falou comigo, mocinha? Eu tinha falado. Onde é a lanchonete? Olha os doidinhos. Eu tinha bugado. Ali, ó.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's.
Você deve ser xerife Brick.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Me disseram que havia testemunhas.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Então bora conversar lá com as testemunhas. Cadê o povo? Estamos aqui na lanchonete. Eu acho que é aqueles dois ali, ó. Vocês são os Brooker.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Beleza, aqui, ó. Porque estava no Cauldron Laker. Pode me contar o que viram?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Por que você acha que era uma seita?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Rolou alguma coisa aí. Aí, ó. Os Brokers. Temos aqui Cauldron Lake, seita da árvore. Bora pra seita logo.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Por isso que ela não quis que o cara falasse.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Acho que você encontrou algo, né?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Que doideira, velho. Cola da seita.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Então bora.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Vou ficar esperta também, né?
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Tem mapazinho bem aqui, ó. Pode ver.
Oh, this is the bright
Aí.
station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Mudou um pouquinho o corredor, né? Acho que essa é a última sala aqui que era o escritório da xerife, né?
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Isso aqui é o quê? Deixa eu ver aqui primeiro.
I can't force it open.
Tá escuro aqui, mano. Olha, Deus é mais.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Então bora examinar aqui
I'll
o
start with the
corpo.
external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Então bora aqui, ó.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Deixa eu olhar aqui. Bora lá no quadro de casas. Você quer um café?
This mug always cheers me.
Não é a pior mãe. Bora olhar aqui. Tirar o zoom, né? A gente tem mais um mapa. Olha, pistas. Lancheira de Leslie. Aqui, ó. As mortes de Cauldron Lake.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Barril, olha. Não assassina em série. É grupo organizado trabalhando com um objetivo. Assassinatos ritualísticos. Tenso. Bora ver o outro caso aqui. Tem seita da árvore. Vamos vir pro lado de cá. Tem alguma coisa pra colocar aqui ainda? Acho que não.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
A gente descobriu foi coisa aqui, viu? Coração.
Think.
Aí, como eu esperava, parece que foi colocado algo lá. Oxi. Então deve ser aqui, né?
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Tatuagem no corpo e no coração. Como são assassinos, tiveram tempo. Não faz sentido. Verdade.
That's it. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Aí, traumatismo no tórax é claramente a causa da morte. Algo foi inserido lá. Aí, causa do inchaço desconhecida. Tatuagem estranha na pele e no coração. Uma página colocada no cadáver. Bora ver aqui. Lancheira de Alex.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Não. Não, tem. Tem uma mensagenzinha. Deixa eu ver se não é de cá.
Keep trying.
Calma, filha. A gente vai descobrir. Aqui. Bilhete interno está dizendo que estamos juntos nessa. Figura heróica. Beleza, a gente já leu já. Bora pro outro aqui, que é o Cita da Árvore.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Bora ver aqui. Tem um colar, né?
Keep trying.
Bora tentar aqui tirar o zoom. Meta da seita. Que tipo de seita? Quem está envolvido? Símbolo da seita. Gestos podem ser usados como um indicador sutil de filiação. Mas isso não é sutil. É um distintivo de orgulho. Distintivo de orgulho, isso mesmo. Aí tem as máscaras também, né?
Doesn't look right.
E vai botar isso aqui aonde? Então bota aqui. Oxi. Aí, ó. Mentalidade da seita. Se estão escondidos os rostos, não se estabeleceram bastante para operar abertamente. Relação com a festa do cervo? Pode ser, viu? Pode ser.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page set to get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você. E agora, José? A gente tá sem pistola. A pistola foi lá na casa do caralho.
He can't see me in the light.
Ah, que massa, não vê não.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Aí, refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará disponível temporariamente. Eita, carai.
Go!
Como a gente vai pra onde, macho? E agora? E carai.
He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it.
Boa, filho de uma égua. Sai daqui e vai. Acho que mesmo foi pra lá, ó. Esse filho da mãe não para.
Can't be opened on this side.
Foda. Ah, caralho, susto da porra. Ah, matou. Caralho, susto do caralho, velho. Eu vou esperar ele vir pra cá, né? Pra outra sala pra gente ir pra lá. Ele é rápido, velho.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
A pistola, a pistola. Aí, ó.
Vanished.
Fim do capítulo. Caralho, velho. Top demais. Essa música pode dar um flagzinho top, viu? Deixa eu continuar aqui pra dar um pause. Galera, que game top, velho. Putz, grilo, mano. Quem curtiu o vídeo já sabe, né, velho? Se inscreve no canal quem não é inscrito. Quem já é inscrito, deixa o like. E quem não é inscrito também, deixa o like. Deixa o like, ativa o sininho, seja membro. E deixa o comentário na área de comentários, velho. Acho que esse jogo promete muito. Acho que esse ano tá complicado pra escolher um game de melhor do ano, velho. O GOT vai ser muito top, velho. Tem muito game. Alan Wake, Marvel, Spider-Man 2. Tem Assassin's Creed, mais ou menos. Vários outros jogos, velho. Top. Então, galera, quem curtiu já sabe, né? Curte, dá o like, se inscreve, ativa o sininho e bora, que parte 2 tá prometendo, viu? Valeu, é nóis e fui!